I, like many of my colleagues, have been in constant communication with constituents and local leaders in my district. And it goes without saying, but the social and economic impacts of COVID-19 have hit Californians, especially those most vulnerable, very hard. And for many people during this time, there's a lot of uncertainty. So anxious spirits are up. And as we rapidly approach crafting a balanced budget, I want to highlight just a few areas of concern, not only for myself, but for my district as well. Across the country and around the world, news reports are mounting of higher rates of domestic violence as stay-home orders have been implemented in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Numerous articles have highlighted an alarming drop in child abuse, and the reason why this is alarming is because people like teachers who often make these reports have not seen their students in months. There's been a disturbing increase in domestic violence, murder-suicides that should concern all of us from a public safety perspective and public health perspective. And in California, we have 24 family justice centers that provide services to victims of interpersonal violence, including domestic violence, sexual assault, child abuse, elder abuse, and human trafficking. So as we are looking for ways to ensure that all Californians are kept healthy and safe during these times, we should consider funding the existing centers like family justice centers in our districts that are on the front lines providing these life-saving services. Under the statewide order to shelter in place, child care centers and family child care homes continue to remain open as essential businesses. As California is urging these centers to remain open during the COVID-19 pandemic, the state also must provide flexibility for family child care homes. But we have to be thoughtful and creative to our solutions for ensuring equal access to child care. Finding affordable, high-quality child care is a major challenge for many families, and access differs based on geography, race, ethnicity, and income. There are many solutions to address the issue of access that the state can consider both within the budget and through legislative action. The pandemic-induced recession, combined with mandatory social distancing, stringent safety protocols, and anticipated reductions in capacity of local governments to deliver services to the housing industry, will drastically impact all segments of a complex ecosystem that delivers the essential housing California needs to combat the housing crisis. While Project Room Key was a first step to ensuring homeless in our state had safe housing conditions during the pandemic, it was only just a first step, and we must consider long-term solutions for housing the homeless with and including wraparound services. California is facing a housing crisis and a homelessness crisis that have only been made worse by COVID-19. Our cities have been on the front line of this crisis and have been hit hard. They will need to preserve public education, public health, public safety, and jobs. For example, the city of Concord might have to cut their police force by approximately 17%. We need to dedicate funding for our localities who are already grappling with budget deficits so they do not have to cut these critical needed positions and ensure speedy procurement, distribution of medical supplies as safety measures for first responders increase. Not all solutions will be found in the budget. There must be legislative action that works in tandem with the budget to provide results for small businesses so they can safely reopen and stay afloat, and to maintain our position of vibrant job creation and allowing for businesses to continue to operate in the state. Members, we need results so that people are not limited to fighting for survival, but are able to prosper and live the American dream right here in California.